It is January 10th. I am Miss Marie, and this is Giving It to You Straight. Live from the East Coast. Good morning, everyone. This is an intuitive check-in, 2 minutes. I'll be doing that with the tarot cards intuitively. And what do I need more of today? What gets less access to you today? Okay, what deserves less attention in your life? And what do you need more of today? Also, what's the tea? I'm going to be using these cards and see what's going on. Happy birthday to all Capricorns. Set that frequency really, really high. Make sure you set those intentions. Intentions, they need sound. And so you have to put some thought action behind your intention. But most importantly, activation. All right. It requires sound. Speak. All right. Check on the only person that you know yourself, right? Say some mantras, honor your energy, your rhythm, choose high level well being, especially when it comes to your emotions. Let's go ahead, all 12 zodiac signs. I want to begin with Pisces. And Pisces, what do you need more of today? And then the intuitive 2-minute check-in. I'll be doing those with the tarot cards. Let's go ahead. One more. Pisces through Aries. What do you need more of today? One more. One more. And thank you. Make today amazing, you guys. Let's go ahead from left to right. Pisces, you need to be more observant today. Keen and attentive to details in your surroundings. Okay? Be observant today. Pay attention. Don't leave anything, like anything that you have to take care of today that requires your attention. I'm sure you're going to get the Seven of Swords if I was to pull the tarot out. Avoid scrutiny. Make sure you check paperwork, messages, emails, things that are so very important that because it's all about looking at things from multiple perspectives. So today's going to bring you that when it comes to your surroundings, your home, just anything that requires quiet observation, your patterns, your emotional patterns, the patterns that you get stuck in. Let's go ahead to diligent, showing carefully and persistent effort in tasks for you, Aquarius. So Aquarius, well, you need to be a little more diligent today, showing and being careful and persistent effort in any tasks you have to do today. Okay? What do I need more of today? Okay? Hi, Elisha. Okay? Let's go ahead. Pay attention to the heart. All right? Release what's not yours. Return what nourishes you, Aquarius. Just imagine a soft, luminous boundary around your body. Release what's not mine. So you can retain what nourishes you. All right? Maybe you could try a midday micro reset. Just 1 minute. Exhale fully and say, I return to myself. Right? Anytime you might probably feel overwhelmed. Let's go ahead here to Capricorn. Happy birthday, Capricorn. Capricorn, you need to be a little more spontaneous, willing to embrace and enjoy the unexpected. Okay? So, what do you need more of today to be more spontaneous? Have a little more fun today. Remember, all work and no play. Just give yourself a time out today. And, okay, just be a little more spontaneous. Have a little fun. It's okay. You don't have to be so serious and working all the time. All right? How to let your nervous system see a new cause and effect. All right? So, yeah. All right? Any markers of higher well-being is important. Organize for you. Hey, Natasha. Hi, Natasha. Sagittarius, organization, structure, and efficiency in managing tasks here. All right? So today's asking you to be a little bit more organized with your time. Okay? Hi, Jessica Cashew. Hi. All right, Sagittarius, structure and efficient in managing tasks. So you might require today to maybe a little bit more work than you are normally used to. Okay. Let's go ahead to Scorpio. Scorpio, generous, willing to give and share freely with others. Okay. This is what do I need more of today. Surrounding yourself with people that are generous, right? Scorpio. More generosity, welcoming, like if you give to others, expect that to be given to you as well. Like, when you understand the balance that and why it's important, willing to give. So if you're a person that take, make sure that you give back, vice versa. All right, let's go ahead with tactfulness. And this is great with that's hey Poopy Poppy Cullen Games. Tactfulness for you, of course. Let me put the cards here. Diplomatic for Libra. Diplomatic and sensitive in handling delicate situations. So basically, Libra, you have this energy here, having and showing the ability to deal with people who are sensitive and right, people that are way to help to being polite, being more discreet today. All right. Hey, hi, order text. It's okay. No order text. Okay. Let's go ahead to persevering for you. And this is for Virgo. Okay. Virgo, persistent through difficulties without giving up today. All right. So what do I need basically to do more of today? All right. Let's go ahead. We're going backwards here, by the way. And we're going to go to Leo. Leo, decisive today. Capable of making firm and timely decisions. Okay. Let's go ahead to Cancer. Trustworthy. Worthy in confidence and reliance. Gemini. Enthusiastic. Displaying genuine excitement and passion. Taurus. Consistency, dependable and trustworthy. And Aries, thoughtful, considerate, mindful of others' feelings. Okay? So it's asking you to, what do you need to, basically, what do I need more of today? To be more thoughtful, Aries, towards other people's feelings. All right? And Taurus, be more consistent, dependable, so you could continue to show up. All right? Don't withdraw if things get a little bit, because you like predictability. So today, let the universe surprise you. If you show up consistent, stay consistent. If you say that you're going to do something, just keep your word today. Gemini, been displaying genuine excitement and passion for yourself and others. Okay, thankful for what we're coming over here to Cancer. Worthy, just try to build more confidence. Cancer. Leo, be more decisive today. What do you need to do more of today? Today, try to make decisions and stick to them. Persistent through difficulties without giving up. Of course, Virgo. All right. And tactful, diplomatic, of course, sensitive and handling delicate situations without becoming dramatic for Libra. All right. So just little things that you need to understand here, how you get through this day. And yeah, so that is it. Let me go into the tarot. What do you need more of today? I'm going to go with the 2-minute intuitive check-ins. All right. And what gets less access to you? Let's go ahead. Aries through Pisces. What do you use, a pen or a pencil? Pen or a pencil? Intuitive check-ins, because we all got drama. All right. One more. Aries through Pisces in that order. All right. One more. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you. All right. We are ready. Aries. So, all right. So Aries basically here, the two of Pentacles is today, like, this person has their hands full and they could work like that, but there could be a danger here, okay? Especially when it comes to home, foundation, relationships, right? So if you're trying to continue your life, living if you have because the core at the end of the day, hey, happy Megan. When we look at the Two of Pentacles, it's a card of constantly changing my mind, right? Never sure what I want. All right. To make sure that you take care of your intuitively, right? Because I want solid and secure in your affairs. So this is asking you today, all right, what gets less of your attention here? All right. So what intuitively checking in on you, to make up your mind today. Today just try to do one thing that really, really makes you happy and just stick to that, because when you're out of balance, how to add more balance. Even though you're real busy there, right? Because idle hands. If we look at idle hands, when it comes to a warning against so then rest, all right, because this is the opposite of idle hands. It's a warning against laziness, not to rest, right? It's encouraging you purposeful, productive engagement in one's time to build good habits and avoid negative influence and avoid temptations with variations like playground and tools here. All right. So when we look at the busy with, like if people aren't busy with their hands, right, in good and productive tasks, their minds and their hands find negative, okay, and leading to trouble and gossip here. So, all right. But in the meantime, try to get some rest at the same time. So you got, keeping both hands full. So that's good. All right. Whether it's a lot of things happen today while in the home, taking care of things. But make sure that you make time for yourself, Aries, what it's basically telling you. All right. Make time for yourself to rest, give yourself a break, put yourself first on a schedule here. Like before I go ahead and get busy, give yourself permission to honor your own needs for rest, exercise, and recreation. When you put yourself first, you already know it's not selfish, it is benefiting others as well, okay? Simplify your life today, identify the things that are draining you, and replace them with people, activities that spark joy, all right? Because it's all about balance. Everybody's definitely going to get the balance energy here. All right. So let's go ahead to Taurus. Taurus. So today, so the true fruits of your current labor. If you're not enjoying the true fruits, where are you investing? Or who's investing in your happiness here? If you use it's like managing your time wisely today, so you could do the things that make you happy throughout the day. All right. So a lot of people, everybody's basically gonna get, all right. Trust in the seeds that you're planting, and what brings you emotional fulfillment. All right. If you're waiting here on a decision from somebody else, like you're not defined by that decision. All right. So if you're waiting here, it's how do I bring closure and move forward here, because this is between fantasy and wishful thinking here. So today this is going to grab that attention, identifying the things that give you energy and be sure that they're in your schedule here. All right. And you discover the fatigue disappearing if you're not if you're feeling tired or whatever case may be. All right. So understanding that your emotional well-being is connected to your financial. All right. So understanding those things. All right. So let's go ahead to Gemini, of course. All right. So Gemini, before you go here on the rescue to go rescue somebody, all right, or before you move forward, this is asking you to be caught to use caution, all right, whether it's in a relationship or making a financial decision without consideration. Like, make sure that you consider this because you might get surprised. Hello, Leon. All right, Gemini. So be careful here. Think, all right. Think before you act today. All right. There could be something here that you might not be sure of, or prepare things. All right, before taking off. All right. And yeah, let's go ahead to Cancer. Wow, Cancer, you got two major arcana. So I have two different energies coming in here. When we get the Empress, because she has a lot to deal with here. So between myself, right, dominance over and control, because most of us, we want control because of our security, right? And so between your emotional side, because she's protective of the one she loves, all right? So if you're in a relationship, um, Cancer, right, with somebody that's really, because you don't have to chase them. You know what I mean? In order for me to have control of somebody, right? Like if I'm with somebody, I don't speak to them like they're my child because she's very overprotective energy here. She teaches how to extend ourselves, right? Selfishly, unselfishly with others. Beauty, self care, love here. All right. So this energy is warmth and soft. So what it's telling you that if you're dealing with somebody, you don't have to like the man child. All right, on the wild side of the person, like between dominance and right, and empathy. All right. So today's this is gonna be that energy, or even for some of you here, right? The mind. So how do I straighten my mind when I'm thinking people coming? Make sure that today was happening. All right. If you think people are coming at you at some way, because she doesn't the way she this animal handles the situation is biting. All right, that's how she could control things by biting, meaning going on the attack. Make sure that's what's really going on today, because yeah, you're gonna meet people that are gonna be just you know unpleasant. Just make sure that you're not one of those people. All right, because a lot of times we like to point our fingers and we forget that that we could be the cause of the problem. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna leave, leave it there. Oh man. All right. But anyway, at the end of the day, listen, because the one thing about the Empress, she knows that the preparation that we need to go on, right? So this is all about nurturing my creativity, for this here, all right? So everything is on the preparation here. So this is where you learn your craft, you immerse yourself in the art form. If you're a writer, right, today you'll learn how to read other people's stories, model their style, you do research, you practice, you copy that artist, so just understanding that. All right, people that you admire, all right? And the more you practice it, right? This is the phase where you build more muscle, okay? And so basically what that means when things become second nature to you, all right? So even if it's useless today, like you could say, man, I have like a big pile of paper here, all right? Because I have so many ideas, right? Because it's all about being inspired, right? So it's okay, read authors, whoever you connecting to here, today, whatever inspires you. So it's all about inspired actions and what makes me feel, you know, my creativity. But we got to understand this energy when it comes to Venus, because Venus is in the 10th house, and that's your counterpart, which is Capricorn's energy. All right. So when we understand Venus to be not an energy that forces things, it goes calmly. It could get obsessive, of course, but it's different. All right. So this calm energy, even if you feel like things are getting not moving the way you want to, or not feeling inspired when it comes to love, things are a little bit more, right? Because this is being rooted. This is being realist. All right. Not getting carried a lot with emotions here. So anyway, that's pretty much it for Cancer. Ba, 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 ba. Leo. Leo, 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 Leo. When it comes to the Three of Pentacles, the power that is in collaborations. So this energy is telling you there's something that you want to do here, Leo, that you have to share these ideas. A lot of us get scared. I don't want to share what I know just in case somebody else gets it and do it, right? So the more you share of yourself, the more you ask for feedback, because even if people are not telling you, they're noticing the good work. Oh, you get a pen. So a lot of us, like I said, we want to keep things, right? We want to hold on to things, information, or whatever the case may be, just in case, because this card is about collaboration and getting other people's point of view from their perspective, right? And in order for you to grow, you're gonna have to learn how to trust other people. Like I'm not gonna get like other people will come and join you, whatever it is that you want to do here. But when I get scared to share things that I know, how are you supposed to know what you're good at if you're not sharing? Because you need other people's perspective. This is just the way it works. All right. So the effort that goes into collaborating and looking supportive people, like-minded, goal-oriented people like yourself. So just in order to expand and to grow, not holding out, because there's a lot of ideas that could be very profitable and monetizing them, okay? But exploring and learning how, things work, especially if you're doing something in social media. It could be something working on a project here, all right, or mentoring somebody or anything like that. Just these projects are going to be successful for the long haul, but you need to learn how to ask the stupid questions. If you don't know the question, ask, like, don't stay, like feel like, oh, it's stupid to ask the question. No, you just ask the question. All right. Anything with creative projects, or even if somebody needs your feedback, don't hold on. Even if you feel like, oh, I don't bring nothing, there's nothing that I could contribute. You have a lot of things to contribute. So just say it. Don't hold back here. Again, if you have, uh, to mentor other, you have the capacity to do so. Don't think that your input is not going to be received, because even though if they're not going to say anything, it is valuable information that you could share with others. All right. So just have confidence, basically. Virgo. Virgo, you got the Magician and Virgo. What this is telling you, all right, because our mind is in it's an extension of the divine, right? And so you don't have to do everything through thought alone, through like effort, right? So this is telling you here that, stay curious, stay open. Your approach should be with opening challenges here, right? Rather than the pursuit of comfort and that conventional competence alone. So understanding that the magician is imbued and empowered, and how to break out of the infinity loop. Like one single timeline is not going to define, where you're going in life or the things that you're meant to do here. All right, Virgo? So you don't have to do it through your effort or all that. You could connect to the universe, right? And that's where the true magic happens. It's within you. It's not out there. It's not in the external. All right. So manifesting your thoughts, put them into action. All right. Remember at the activation that it requires sound. And so speaking it. Even if it's in your mind, saying mantras, doing a lot of here, but understanding that you are connected to many, many other things. All right. That you don't have to do it through your own efforts, all right, through your own merits. It's okay because I want to be recognized, but understanding that, the universe, the power that the mind, of the mind, okay, of the universal mind. So the universe is basically mental. So you're part of this unity, this consciousness, how to raise my consciousness, my awareness, and understanding is me, whatever I bind up in heaven is what I create here. So those two are important. Because a lot of us think, oh, we got to work so hard, we got to put so much effort in it, when we could simply connect to the cosmos, right? And just imagine if you was this powerful creator that you could think, that you could create a planet. We're not here. You understand? So anyway, just learning at the beginning stages here. Like try to do things in micro, because you're not going to get from here to here in one day. All right? Because then you could probably get overwhelmed here. So even if it takes 10 years, I will kiss you every day. Bardashi, hey Bardashi, you will kiss who? All right, Four Swords. Uh, and that is for Libra. Libra. All right. Or either Libra, either you're gonna tell somebody to go away that their request is not gonna be met. All right, because somebody could come with very intense towards you, and you might be like, no, go jump off a bridge. Oh man, it's like if somebody that's more than a one night stand, of course, but somebody that I really don't want to have a serious relationship with. All right, although this person over time could become really, really faithful, right? So just make sure that you set those boundaries. All right, if you're looking for long-term partnership, but your energy is different. It's through communication. All right, it is through the process of your intelligence that you'll be able to make these just stick to your because we got energetic boundary, like we boundary challenges, right? So we basically get exposed to, like, your energy is really exposed here. All right, so how to retract that, how to bring that back. It's like saying something and taking it back. All right, and when we go through this thought pack form of consciousness, how to understand that, some things are really, really good and some people are not just that good. All right. So just like if somebody could come, hey, you want to go out? But you should know if you've been through the cycle already. All right. If you want a long-term relationship, how to set those boundaries from the very beginning. Okay. So that's anyway. I'm gonna stop there. Anybody has a question? If anybody has a question. Bardoshi, why you say thank you? You are very positive. Yeah, I try to be. Even though we're going into this, even if we're going into this, I think we enter it already, the waning crescent. That's the last before we get that new moon in 8 days. I think we're about to enter it. Before we enter into the new moon, we are going into the last phase. And then after that, it's done. I like your stream on my stream. Hey, Soul Star. All right, let's go to What's the Tea. Let's get a little action going. All right, if it's okay if you feel empty, doesn't mean the energy is not good. It's that you might feel a little empty, and it's okay. We are heading into the last final phase. All right, and so this energy is to just relax. Learn how to have a level of surrender. Hey, Southern Girl, the real. How you doing? All right. So yeah, just have a level of surrender here, and nobody. I'm gonna talk a little bit about boundaries and how we don't have those, and why. Nobody wants boundaries, but they're important. But they don't happen till later on. Wow, this one just pop. All 12 zodiac signs beginning with Pisces. The tea for today, and then I'm out of here. All right, it's okay if you feel empty. This is where you rest, you recover. All right. Rest and recover for the next 7, 8 days as we go into the last final phase of the moon. One more. What's the tea for today, Saturday, January 10th? One more. Pisces through Aries. One more. And thank you. Act in alignment with your Pisces. Pisces, giving money. Stop giving your money away. All right? Pay the bills. Paying their bills, always asking, trying to buy love. All right? If you're in a situation where somebody's always trying to, or you're trying to buy somebody's love by giving them money, or you're paying somebody else's bills, stop it. All right? Pay yourself first. Put yourself first on schedule, Pisces. All right? If you are paying somebody, or even if you go out, hey Carrie, thank you, darling, thank you for your time and your time as always. Thank you, Carrie. So if you, let's say you go even out for somebody for dinner, no, I'll pay it. No, let them pay it. This is where we got to set boundaries. This is where I go in and I talk about boundaries. All right, giving money away, give it instead of giving it to especially, I don't think buying their paying their bills, always asking or trying to buy love. All right, or there could be some Pisces that are always asking for money. All right, there could be some Pisces always asking for money. All right, there's a few, very, 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 very few. All right, very, very, very few. But anyway, don't have pride. Like if you need it, all right, and then okay, save money. All right, you don't need money to have friends because of a friend is like a dollar bill. If you have a hole in your pocket, you lose it. All right, so how to reserve your energy. All right, let's go ahead to Aquarius. Hey, it's Jenna. It's Jenna, baby. Aquarius. Aquarius. We got a little drama here. Man, that thing, it was just going so slow. Nobody wants to know. Nobody really cares, when we look at our highest well-being and to stay in the high energetic level, nobody really cares. I want to know what's going on now. Aquarius, what is this? Aquarius. All right, I'm gonna put that down. Aquarius, there's gonna be a situation where somebody could come, or somebody's trying to block you access to, or you could be the one doing that. All right. Good morning, Totally Tanya. Hi, hi, hi. Good morning. All right. It's okay if you don't feel. We're going into that wine and crescent phase. It's okay if you don't feel full. It's okay to feel empty. It's okay. This is where we get to, again, set those intentions, but continue to release. Okay. Good morning. All right. Thank you for the coffee. Aquarius, you got cock blocking. All right. So you could be doing that, or somebody could be doing that to you. And what that means, let's say, I'm just gonna go talk about the male species. All right, I want to talk about the male species. If you are with somebody but you're not really interested in them, but you show up just so they don't give it to somebody else. Or if you're a woman, the divine feminine, all right, the female species, you might get a person where they're going to try to interfere so you don't get anything from. So it could be even kids. Aquarius is my moon sign. Oh, that's your moon sign? Oh, okay. Mine's is Capricorn. So I cannot wait to that new moon in Capricorn, and then immediately it's going to go into Aquarius. So on the 18th, so I can't wait for that because I love my new moon in Capricorn. All right, so just beware of that today. Ask yourself, why do I have to do these things? Right? Why do I have to? Like, why would they keep doing that, And why am I doing this, Can I let go? Can I call it, like, what do you do? Oh, that's your sun sign? Oh, okay. Yeah, I love my Capricorn energy all day. You better believe that. Yeah. So anyway, so just choose peace instead of trying to prove a point. Like I could still have them. Your youngest son is Capricorn moon. Is it a new moon or where was the moon phase? Let's go ahead. Wasting time, stuck, no changes, limited for you, Capricorn. Capricorn, there's something that you're wasting your time on. All right. So over this, when you get this new moon, this is time to move into a new direction. All right. So there's something that you're doing here that you're wasting your time. There's stuck. There's no changes. Something is limiting you. All right. So you're gonna have to learn how to withdraw your energy and with clarity here. All right. Release what no longer deserves your effort here. A lot of times we don't know that we energetically exposed. When you get that judgment card, it's like I'm energetically exposed. There could be somebody that I'm around that is an energy leech, an energy intruder. All right. Good question. Hold on, and I will go check. I'm a crescent. Yeah. Oh, you're a crescent moon. So this is your face right now. Ooh. You should be a little more powerful with this face. Yeah. So yeah, just be mindful of this, Capricorn. There is. It could be just maybe you considering something here. All right. So, but when we look at it with the wasting time and no changes, what are you like? What are you investing in? Maybe it could be a project that you're working on. It could be something here that you're giving your energy to. So just be mindful of that. Could be a partner, right? This person doesn't change. So basically, when you get the Five of Swords energy, it's like I'm going to honor my energy and set healthy boundaries with ease. I'm going to engage in respect and growth and release what no longer serves me. So under this new moon, release that energy. Stop wasting your time. If you don't see no changes, how long though? How long? Because we all get stuck there. How long is too long? All right. So when you use that final internal decision, you make a quiet decision once, and I no longer invest my energy where I cannot grow. After this, every interaction you have is going to be filtered through that. It's all about the filtration. Let's go ahead to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you got lurking online, still checking your stories. Somebody's obsessed with you and never left, okay? Or you could be the stalker. All right? I mean, well, oops. Or you could be the person that is doing that. There is an offer coming from me for you, Scorpio. Scorpio, you're going to get an offer, genuine intentions, a door opening. Are you ready to receive? This could be even just to go out for coffee, and this is going to be done from Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. Only because I got the leaf there. Okay? So there's a new door opening for you. All right, today. This is today. This is what's the tea for today. Virgo. Virgo. Virgo, somebody is like the stalker. Not the stalker. I got to stop using that word. Somebody's like a creeping. Watching. Or you could be the one watching right now. Hi, Virgo. Oh, boy. Or you could be the one creeping. Waning Crescent is what it is. Oh, he's a Waning Crescent too? Oh, that's so cool. That means he gets the opposite. Like, you got to notice the way he's. I started to do that, writing on but it was so much work. Hey, Leo. Hi, Leo. Valinda Stevens. Hi, Valinda. All right. Oh, same as you. Yeah. So you already know what to expect. Those moon, they signify a little something. So we got to be mindful of those, right? Oh, you have the app? Oh, okay. Yeah, I started to write them down. I didn't think I got to the waning. I did the waning crescent. I did the new moon. I did the full moon. Which one did I didn't do? I did first quarter, third quarter. I don't think I did the waning. I don't think I did the wax and gibbous. I don't think I got to the wax and gibbous. It's a lot of work. Yeah, it's a lot of work. Oof. So you got creeping, Virgo. Okay? You could be watching behind the scenes or somebody's watching you behind the scenes. All right? Unbothered for you, Leo. Leo, you unbothered. Unbothered. All right? So there's your energies. Why bothered? All right? So your energy's like, nope. Let me put this down a little bit. Let me put that over there. You can see. All right? You're living your best life, mentally, physically. I'm aligned with my highest well-being. I'm nurturing myself. If you're not, then this is shut off appliances, get out, depending on. So one of the things, the factors here remain our environment. And yeah, So with the way we were raised, our parents, everything has a factor behind it. So when we look at a person's timeline, because it doesn't just happen like that. When we look at the environment that we live in, the way we were raised, everything's a factor. So when you say a person is either really, really good or really, really bad, we gotta look at the what's in between those two polarities, right? Anyway, let me go ahead. I should find something easier. Online attacks hiding behind the screens, words can still wound. All right, and this is for Cancer. Gemini, bad reputation. Uninterested for Taurus. And romantic love affair for Aries. Secret fix, secret love, a passion over loyalty. Okay? That could be you, or that could be your person that have a secret love affair. Aries, your person, or you probably could start, all right? A secret love affair. All right? That's the whole thing. They might be loyal, but they're not giving you the truth. So we sit behind those truths. If you have a question, if not, I'm going to get out of here. I am not that full, so I might not be here. If I get a little burst of creativity, yeah, they are. I got them all. I didn't finish to really understand them all, right? It's a lot of work because we have to understand that. And then when we got to go in, when they happen then we got to look at the sign. We got to go into the sign. Yeah. A pen. You like a pen? Hey, Cap. Yeah, they're very interesting. If you guys come join me tomorrow, I'm gonna put it on the community. I'm gonna put it on the community for those that are interested in tarot with Jesus and understanding the messages that he's bringing to us, and the Celts, Druids, Iron Age. Learn a little bit about the Romans, and yeah, those things. So that's what I'm going to be. I'm not going to teach you here no more. No. Yeah, it goes with your moods. Absolutely. But there's so many stories about that because we got spaceship. We got extraterrestrial. Are they hidden structures in the moon? Right? Is it because it faces the dark side of the moon. We can never see it. So are we here or are we in the moon? I'm sorry. All right, I don't want to listen. All right, where are we really when we go to sleep? All right, not to throw nobody off. That's not my intention. That's just something to think about. Where are we? Because we got to look at consciousness at the end of the day. Yeah. It's all intertwined. Yeah. So we got to look at it. Are we here or are we in the moon? Because it's something because basically, if it wasn't for the moon, this wouldn't be possible. Period. All right? So where are we, basically? Now, let me stop. I'm done. I don't want to spook nobody out. All right? Anyway, I do want to talk about, but I'm not going to do it here. I don't think nobody, that's why I should change the whole thing. Nobody wants to be educated on things. We just want to know. And I understand we are limited time. Our time here is very limited. Just don't get caught up for the sake of it. Know what a little bit of spirituality is about. Not to be stuck in no dogma. Learn a little bit about what really started Christianity according to ancient cultures, ancient texts, and what the message that Jesus had for us. For those that are interested, I will be putting the link here when I go live over there. And so, yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about the Druids, what is it? And yeah. So, all right. And what is the message that Jesus had for us? According to ancient texts, he is a Druid. Why he came down here, basically, because the only way that we can really understand the future, right, when we look at Jesus' energy and what he was trying to tell us, right, The only way we can understand where we're going is we got to, like AI. We created a new savior. We created a new system here to help save us, mankind. All right. So you got to understand that we going into AI and we still because we're so far behind. All right. Yeah, because we got to look at what we're creating now, and so what does because now look, the only thing that we could say for sure now, right, is that let me see if I can put this quickly without veering off because I have so much in the subconscious, and it could pop off stuff pop up and then boom I just go that. Oh, I'm on Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, Eastern Standard Time. What time zone you have? So yeah, around this time. It's around this time. So once we understand spirituality, right? So we look at spirituality and what does it mean? A connection to the cosmos. So now that we're going into AI, are we going to lose spirituality? Because we're looking at the intelligence at the end of the day. All right. Hey, sending love to you and light to you. All the blessings of love and may the divine source. Because when we look at it, it's through our consciousness, no matter what, because this is what we're putting into artificial intelligence. We're creating this system so it can help us for the future. You on Central? Oh, it's 7 o'clock. No, here it is 8 o'clock here. You on Central. Mine is Eastern Standard Time. Oh, okay. So you where are you? An hour? I know in Puerto Rico they have an hour difference, so you must. All right. So understanding Jesus' 3 year ministry, his extraterrestrial ancestry, the hybrid, all right, the archangels that I always talk about, why it's important to understand these things, all right, and you know, and understand his political affiliation, because if you look at the Bible, he says, "Give Caesar," and it's also in Coda. Oh, you're in Mississippi. And so we look at Jesus when he says, "Give Caesar what's Caesar's and give God what's God," and what like it's the Bible's it's to be decoded and not to be taken literally, because it speaks of the gods of the other planets. It speaks of the war between the gods for rulership, right? And just a lot of other things that it's hard to understand, to grasp. Our mind can't really grasp that, and why Jesus was sent back here, uh, and who was the God, the ruler, and all those things, and just it could get complicated. Some religions say that Jesus is not the Son of God, so it's just a mix of that we got to figure it out. But anyway, at the end of the day, understand Jesus is his Jewish nature and what started Christianity, and then the little bit about the Roman. I have live ESTN when I was in Kentucky. Oh, I had live. Oh, Eastern Standard. Oh, when you was in Kentucky, yeah, it's different. The time zones. So yeah, just understand his what the message is, because it's so encoded. And when you ask Jesus, he'll show you. He'll show you. He'll show you things. And this is how I get a lot of my information. And so yeah, so I'm gonna do that over there. Here, I'm just gonna bring in right, like messages, and things like that, so we could be more aware. Not to live in shame and guilt. All right. And it's whatever you believe, whatever you believe, and not to get caught up with all. Just so there's a lot of things that we shouldn't get caught up on. A lot of things not to worry about, when we don't really understand. That's pretty much it. So I'm gonna put it up there on the community tomorrow morning. What time I'm gonna be? So please make sure you check the community. Yeah, we gotta empower the spirit. The spirit is willing, but the lazy. We gotta work on the lazy and saying affirmations, prayers. We got to do whatever we want to do so we can understand the cosmos and our, the connection. Basically, spirituality is about connection. Listen, when it's all said and done, I'm going to just say it like this. When it's all said and done, the only way to get us, because we haven't really evolved if we really look at it, right? No, we still, you know what I mean? Like, but anyway, so when it's all said and done, for us to connect to the universe, all right? And it's done so methodically, so well planned, and I think that's the only way to create an image of us that looks like us, all right? So what really Jesus represents here, all right? And the sacrifice, because the Celts, the Druids, they really did a lot of people sacrifices, all right? Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff that's going on that we don't really know. But I'm going to discuss it one by one. But before we go, let's see here. The greatest love story. Let's see what the message is. If those that want to know a little bit, let's see if it gives us love one another or do not judge. Do not judge or you should not be judged. One more. One more. And thank you. Seek and you shall find. Ask and it shall be given to you. Matthew. So that's money. Matthew, according to the Bible, not me, was a tax collector. Forgiven, you shall be forgiven. Luke. And give, it shall be given unto you. We all have problem with giving. And Acts. One more. You are the light of the world. My kids seem to be the greatest love story. Exactly. Oh, yeah. Unto you it is given to know. I like this one. The mysteries of the kingdom of God. Mark 4:11. So John represents love, his beloved disciple. Luke, I forgot what Luke meant. Given it shall be given unto you. But I know these represent money. And then one thing about it, we have to learn to be alone and love ourselves before we can love someone else. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, but nobody wants that. Yeah, it's not, but that happens later on in life. So one thing about, no, not Luke, Matthew. I really forgot what Luke was about. But Matthew, I could never forget. He represents, well, not to me, according to scripture. He was a tax collector, right? So you already know that tax season is coming up. But anyway, when you see a lot of Matthew, it speaks a lot about the character of, right? Of Matthew. I mean, because we could all resonate with money. A lot of us, understanding the government, understanding the taxes that we got to pay, and a lot of times, just to be in that energy. I'm much happy alone and loving. All right, nobody cares about this right now. Yeah, you much happy alone? Who's happy alone? How many people are happy alone? So I want to ask one question. Who do you think let me go into the tarot because we got 8 people here and that's cool. How many people, we got 7 now. How many people, you happy being alone? Honestly. All right? Let's be honest. How many people understand the 4-tier pantheon and the book of life that you supposedly wrote? Supposedly. If you're going through a healing, one more. How many understand the book of life and you left your book of life to go and you wrote your book of life, you left your book of life to go help somebody else's. So that makes you a sellout. All right, Seven of Swords, uh, the Hangman, the Ace of Wands, and the High Priestess. You happy being single? For now. For now. The Judgment card. All right. So you really happy being single, really? Why you found so like what now? No drama, no one trying to boss me. Okay, good, good. That was the problem that you had? The bossing because you didn't set boundaries. So we all gonna have the same and it takes a long time. We all gonna have yeah, that was a problem because you didn't set boundaries. And a lot of times we grieve the we what we need to understand that we what we need to understand that we need to grieve the hope, not the person. Once you understand, I'm not grieving the person, I'm gonna grieve the hope, you know, and that's the thing that's harder to release. It's not the person. We release the person quickly. You see how quick we can walk. See how quick we can walk away. But you have to. What you gotta learn how to grieve is the hope that they will change or that the relationship will change. All right, you gotta allow yourself to grieve the potential, the version that you imagine, the effort. All right, that you gave it. This is what's gonna free you. All right. Oh, you think that you was 13 years. Yeah, yeah, that's true. I could. Yeah, when you're young, you must have been real young. All cycles of growth about healing not need to someone, but in the end, we are part of a group soul. I like that. I like that. If you can be happy single, you'll never be happy with somebody. Yeah, I could say that now because I have healed. I know exactly. Like when you know exactly your karma, your karmic, your last one, because we all got karmic that we got to fix at some point, and not to run away from it because we're given that opportunity. No, people don't change. Yes, they can evolve. It takes a lot. It takes a long time. So that's why I'm telling people do it now. All right, because you're always gonna run into the personality. You're always gonna get attracted by the look. By remember, we are controlled by the five senses here. And what we see, what we feel, what we touch, the smell, those are the things that we get attracted to more than anything. All right. The sense of familiarity, you know. And so I thank God that I allow myself not to run away from it. Yeah, yeah. And so I feel so blessed that to have experience, you know. So yeah, every day, yeah, every day is a new opportunity to grow into your best version and forgiveness and talk. It takes a lot of talking. Yeah, it takes a lot. You could know when they mentally your mind, but it requires a lot. And knowing that you're gonna go through challenges, oof, oof, you know, yeah. So yeah, I'm blessed that I had that experience, and yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a trials, when it comes to love and when it comes to wanting to be with that person. But the six of pentacle, any six asks us when we get to that lovers, make sure that we choosing the person for the right reasons. And we don't know because we know is that we got to survive. I don't think that anybody. I'm gonna be honest with what I'm feeling. It's my opinion, all right, and my experience. I don't think, and what Jesus has shown me, I don't think that nobody intentionally wants to go hurt somebody. We all do it out of fear. We all do it because of the state to survive. So if you go back to a time why I was with this person, all right, it hasn't been working for you. Why? In order for you to, you gotta let go, because what's gonna happen when you're blocking your heart And when you're trying to manifest new love, if you haven't forgiven, if you haven't get that person out, that's the memory, that's the desire. It's still gonna be there. It's hidden. All right, that's why the Seven of Swords came out. It's hidden. You have to learn how to pick up everything and move forward with no, like you can't leave nothing behind at all. So you're not interested in modern dating. You're very traditional. I don't think I don't think nobody is. I think everybody's just putting up a front because a lot of people are worrying about their stability and money. To be honest with you, that's just what I believe in. I think that everybody just putting up a front. I think that women go along with the men that want to have open relationships. I think they just go along with it because they scared to lose that person. I'm sorry. You can see right through it. You know she's not happy. No woman in their right mind, unless she's using that man. That's why it says to you, be mindful of why you're choosing this person. Why are the real reasons? Yeah. And I think that I think everybody's just afraid to have the conversations that's uncomfortable. You know, I think modern dating is it's just an easy escape not to want to deal with the true feelings and the messy because it's gonna be messy anyway. It's just easy. It's easy. Let me do it like this. No, we're not built like that. That's what I'm saying. We're not built like that. We still got feelings. We're not robots. We're not AI. We're not. We know what we want. Huh? You think it's realistic in a non-realistic world? Really? Or the things that we want to believe about what realistic means. All right. So no, I don't agree with it's realistic in modern times. In a non-realistic world, when we all go by with what make because we're talking about the feeling. All right. It controls us more than anything, the emotion. This is why we all in the mess. Really, what's really real? Because if you look at it, oh, are you really telling me the truth? You're not really not gonna know realistically. It's not. It just don't. It doesn't add up. Yeah, I mean, you gotta really. It's just like a chicken. If a chicken, if a chicken, me and my friend was talking about that. It'll mind blow you. Where does the eggs come from, and why is the chicken and spiritual connection? All right, let me stop. Listen, be in a non-realistic world, really? Nah, because we go by feelings, emotions. What gives us good feelings? All right, I'm gonna go with what gives me a good feeling. All right, I'm not gonna think about nothing. This is why we get caught up in the mess. Be realistic. I don't know what realistic means. What it does. What is it? All right. The only thing you say if you cut, if I get cut, do I bleed? Yes, that's realistic. Other than that, we'd be like, oh, are your words being real, babe? I'm being real. But why you keep doing the things that you do? I don't know. Delusional, yeah. But everybody got their own way of understanding. When I say, oh, you're a realist, you are? What is being realistic? What I could see, what I could touch. What about the things that you cannot see? Is that not more real than what the things that you could see? That's why it gets confusing, you see? So when you're dealing with the unseen life force, because you can see consciousness, you could experience it, you have a feeling of it. You understand me and you talking here, but you can see that invisible field. You can't see it. So that's more real than here than what you could see. You understand me now? You can see it, but that's more real. That's what created this real. And you got to understand the unseen. All right, I'm done. Nobody got a question? You got it? Realistic to me downloads the information about how we feel. Yeah. Realistic to me is knowing that the unseen life force that we cannot see, that is more real, that created this reality. And then, where is it? It's there. It's all over. We just in the vibration. The key to life is trust God, the universe. There you go. Help as many people as you can and do the same. Exactly. I like that. Yeah, Michael Ellis. Yeah. As you're coming up, help people. Make sure that you're helping yourself. All right? Make sure you tend to your book because you wrote it according to ancient texts and cultures and, and help as many people as you come up. All right. And you get more potency, and you get more, of course, you know, you get more potency, you get more success in life, you know, even though you can't understand it, you know, you know, regulated. Am I regulated enough? Am I grounded? Do I become more sovereign? You know, what support my highest well-being? Is that allowed? You know, so we go into these, right? How do I get through, doing stress times, strong boundaries without feeling guilty? You know, so we need emotional regulation instead of emotional suppression. So when we start going in through these high levels of consciousness and understanding, you know, I got to show my nervous system something new. Is keep going the same cycle. You know, let me dare to go in there. Even when it doesn't clear. We want clarity. We want to be real, but we don't understand it. All right. I see auras and hear the spirits whispers around people. Wow. What's realistic to me is ridiculous to others. No, that is, I like that. That makes more sense to me than a person that says, well, that's real. Are you sure that's real? You know, yeah, I like that. And you see auras. I seen them, the last time I seen a real aura is my mom's at a church. And I'm like, is everybody seeing what I'm seeing? When you see that big orb white light coming up from the you know, yeah. I was like, oh wow. And that's incredible. Now that's real. That's real. You know, because somebody could challenge it. That's not real. You understand now why people that are realists, we talking about real, to me, realist, I don't know if it's the person that could see this object and say this is the only thing that's real. This is not the only thing that's real. Because if this was impossible because of somebody's imagination, and you can see nobody else's, well, some people talk, I can read your mind, or I can imagine what's going on in your mind. You understand that aura, that's real. All right? That's real. Yeah. There we go, at different frequencies. I see them in everyone, everywhere. Wow, that's cool. And they all vibrate at different frequencies. Beautiful. All right. Wow. I wonder how that's like for you. Like, what do you do? You know, you see and you hear them. All right. So what are they telling you? What are they? Because when they guide, they show you things. All right. That's so cool. All right. I get it. Mostly is I get shown things. I don't have to do. I don't have to like do a lot. I don't have to really do a lot. I just get shown things. Wow. Exactly. There you go. So that's what you meant to say, I guess, to me. Because I'm like, people that are realists, they only understand what they could see. You know? They're not realists. Because to be a realist, you got to accept both the unseen and the seen world. That's the only thing that way could make sense to me. Because of somebody's imagination, something that was impossible became possible. And this is why we stuck between science and dogma. All right? Oh no, you can't believe that's not real. That's what I thought you meant by being a realistic. So now I understand what you mean. Now you understand. All right? No, that's not believing in that. Don't go looking up there. That's not real. That's what I thought you meant. So now we're on the same page. Because I'm like, oh, you know what? That's real to you. That is real. That is more real than what you see here. All right? Hello, Divine Father. How are you? All right? So what's not realistic? So that's not, so that person that you gotta understand that both. You can't say, oh, it's just one thing. This is being a person that is extreme black and white thinker. I remove a parasite. You got a what is it called? Energetic parasite. You got an energetic parasite, huh? I call the spirit that speak around people tattletales because they are around everyone. They just tell the heavy stuff that people's hearts have spoken with their mouth. Wow, I love it. And do you know, okay, my question to you now is, Do you have like a like an idea who they are? Do you have like a, let me see, like a bird, you know? I don't know, like I don't know, like because when I understand angels, archangels, I understand them to the hybrids. All right, because they gotta take the form. They gotta take the form of us to understand, to connect more with us. All right, it was removed by a spiritualist. So what was removed by a spiritualist? And what is it? I don't like that word spiritualist. What is a spiritualist? I don't really deal with spiritualists. What is it to you? See, I like these questions. So you had I remove a parasite in my vessel. What is a spiritualist? So we got spiritualist and spiritualist. That's a person that deals with dark energy. Dark, when you don't have, you could have just transformed that energy. You could dissolve it in a second. Oh, but you don't know the names. You don't have like an idea. Oh, a practitioner. Oh, a spiritual, and they call spiritualist. Oh, okay. A practitioner. Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Yeah, that's deep. Yeah, you gotta be. Well, anyway, whatever you believe in. Aaron, pen, most definitely. You use a pen. Man, I write so much that I use marker. I haven't basically used a pen or a pencil. Ooh, I like that 5D baby. I love that. The thing is, what happened to the What happened to the 4D? Because we got to go into the 4D to see how. Because we go, especially when you get the hangman. It had hair, and the nails in it. Really? Wow. Yeah, that's heavy stuff. That's because you believe in them, right? How that happened? I want to know about that. That's because but they didn't tell you that, because that's because you believe in it. You did it. All right. Did they tell you that you created it or somebody else created it? And how did that happen to you? And then when we walk by, and then we look at the 5D, 5 dimension, right? Because we stuck by the 3 dimensional, right? And when we look at high dimensions, for me, I want to get into the 4th dimension where I could really think stuff pop off. So we go from my 3D physical mind to the 4th dimension spiritual mind. Hey, gorgeous people. Good morning, gorgeous. Good morning, Celine Providence 662. Some whistle put it in me to bewitch. Really? Wow. Some whistle put it in you to bewitch. I don't see. Wow. Like right now, a lot of you guys probably feeling a little funny because we are going into that last couple of days before we going into the new moon. You use a pen? A pen or a paper, me and Eric B in the night to bewitch me. And how you feel now? I know. I believe that. I definitely believe because something was done to me, and I didn't know how to take care of it. Yeah, I didn't know how to take care of it. So I be careful with people that I eat, people that I be around, and my energy. So you got to learn how to do at least some energetic boundaries. Reset for 2 minutes, at least. You know. So I'm learning how to create this luminous, soft kind of energy that surrounds your heart, body light, but I don't understand my energy. You got to understand your energy. You know how to create an energetic boundary, all right? At least you need to learn how to do that. All you got to do is sit in a quiet place. Me and Eric be in a nice big plate of fish, which is my favorite dish. You remember that? As soon as you said that, who's the one that put that? All right, I don't mind trying to get at the energy. You gotta learn how to. What's my energy like when you read it? I'll find out today. I'll give you a card. You gotta stop being so obsessed with it. Yeah, you're gonna have to learn how to create quick 3 minute every day before you go to bed in the morning. You could do it. You remember you are transmutating that energy, and a lot of us stand for my nervous and we block stuff. All right. Anything for my highest good. It has to be for my highest good. I'm creating. I'm honoring my energy. I honor my rhythm. I choose highest well-being. Anything that's not my highest would block. Every day you gotta speak. You gotta create that field. You gotta get your energetic your boundary, your aura. You gotta make it strong. Remember, you have an energetic field, your aura around. You have to make it strong. When it's weak, bam. You gotta go in every day. Well, at least for a month, till you really understand. And then it naturally happens to you. I don't care where you're at. I don't care where I'm at. I'm in a bus full of people. I'm there clearing. I'm clearing, but boom. Intuitively, bam. You already know what's about to go down. And you don't want to stay with living in that tension and that, you don't want to stay living like that. You release quickly. Boom, I block anything, blah, blah, blah. Boom, it's gone. All right, no weapon formed against me shall prosper, and every tongue that speaks lies against me shall be condemned. You better believe it. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Say it, but we got to do, always cleaning the energy and releasing and cutting cords. We got to cut them. Bye. It's just like cutting people. That's it. Quick, bye. Release, and I retain what nourishes me. All right? You got to make sure that you're protected, not rigid, not being stuck, like getting scared. That's what you're doing. You got to let it feel permeable and but protected, not rigid. And a lot of times when you get that Four of Pentacles, you're rigid. Now you're stuck there. No. You got to be flexible. It's like a person that worships. If you're a person that worships, you get it all for the hype, the excitement. Yay! And then you become mechanical. You got to be loose. You got to be elevated. You got to cleanse. This is what we needed. All right? No weapon formed against me. So when we go into worship and all that, we don't want to be mechanical. We become like robots saying the same thing over and over and over again. All right? I know when to come in here and say some things, and I'm done with that. All right? You got to always create room for flexibility so you go allow other things, so you can learn other things. We have to. You will never see me saying for more than a week, maybe at 2. All right? And when you understand that you're supposed to be flexible with your energy, period, you got to learn so many things in so little time. All right? I call it cords. I call it energy that's not mine. That's not something for my highest purpose. No, my sovereignty is everything. All right? And so learning how to do some things and core markers for high well-being, inner calmness, clarity. You slow, you stretch, you stay barefooted, you go, even drinking tea, gentle swaying, rocking, even the way you sip tea mindfully, you got to sense it, you got to feel it. It's not just in your mind. You got to get it through your whole body, You got to anchor phrases, at least 30 seconds. My body knows how to regulate you. You got to do it. Or you're always going to be going to somebody else to do it. You got to trust that it's happening. It's in this moment. All right? Okay? Act in alignment with my highest well-being today. I act in alignment. All right? My nervous system is grounded. All right? Breathe a couple of rounds. Inhale. All right? Hold it. Boom. Release it. I arrive in my body. I exhale. Okay? I choose safety and ease. Always learn how to connect with that. Let go. Flow over force. Yeah, no, every day. Boom, 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 boom. Anyway, I'm going to come in here and, what my problem is? Yes, the sovereign state, a single and spiritual. The thing is here is that if I was to see you, I don't know. It's like, because you see me, I don't know if people might, my reaction is not going to be what you expect. And I want people to put their expectations down because I like comedy. I might come in, I might be laughing. You might not take me seriously. We're not supposed to be, spirituality is not about being like this. It's not. You got to let your energy loose. You got to learn how to be, we got to learn how to be so many different ways. And you got to learn how to adapt with that. This is what the difference between being in a convention and being dogmatized, sticking to these. There are things, yeah, but you're not supposed to be like that. Jesus is showing that's not what it's about. It's not about that. And so remember, that we are constantly orbiting through space. We are moving at higher speeds, even though we don't feel it. Energy is everything, all right? So understand how to move the energy. Look what we got at the end when we was doing. When I started this, able to adjust and thrive in different situations. How the heck we gonna do that if we stay stuck in one way of doing things? That's not happening. Eventually, your subconscious mind, which records everything, it controls 95% of the way we live and engage with one another. It knows things. You just gotta put new stuff in there. We like AI in the flesh. We're soft technology. All right, our brain is much more than that of artificial than a computer. So we got to understand that. Like our body's intelligence. What I'm trying to say to you, and those that really want to go ahead and step into their power, all right, without feeling like, wow, am I doing something? You got to know how to be adaptable. All right, if you don't learn to adapt, we're gonna do that this week. No, we come back to that maybe next year or next month. Not doing that again. You got to write stuff, man. No. Yeah, man, we have to. So we don't need a chip put in our brain for us to evolve. No, man, come on. People that get stuck, don't get stuck like that. I know it's hard for you to understand, all right? But this is not what it's about. I'm sorry, all right? This is what we have. We have how many books in the Bible? 66 and 80, whatever, if you are Catholic, all right? Adaptability to put evolution of the lessons into practice. But at the end of the day, we're going to do an evolution of, because this is what it is. All right? As a species, look where we at as a, look. From the seed. All right? Because this is what it's telling you, from the seed. All right? We grow from that one seed, that one little tiny seed, right? And then it happens through water. Fertilization happens, we already know. All right? All fertilization happens in water. All right? So that's fluidity right there. So when you got to look at where we're going with the evolution as consciousness, we in computers. We that's it. You got to understand that, like, this is all about the consciousness. That's the one that got to evolve. That's the one that you got to raise. That's the one that you have to become more, like, to enhance, basically, to raise your consciousness. When you get to that judgment, it's going to tell you, what are you doing? You don't have to get a chip being inserted in you to evolve, because if you look at it, we came far where our ancestors are trees. They could make fruit so we could survive, so we got to depend on that, right? We can't make our own food. We could bring people into the world. That's it. Now we're going into computers. Just think about it. Let that sink in. Oh, wow. At the end of the day, me speaking to you is through this field of consciousness. All right? And that's the one that we got to learn how to enhance that. We have to learn how to raise that to become more open and align and allowing new information. See, that's the whole thing when people talk to me about spirit. I don't understand it like that, because it's not about that. It's when you understand that spirituality is a connection to cosmic energy, to the fuel, to the substance, to the energetic, we looking at antimatter, we're looking at atoms, we're looking at all that. We created we created that, and then we feed it through the way we think. We give it action because of the words we speak. All right. So when I say, people, what is spirit? Right? What is divine source? What is the energy? Because at the end of the day, it's your brain that's moving this consciousness, this field you're connected to. But when you give it like, oh, it's a spirit, it's an entity that's trying to attack me and it's trying to cause adversity. You understand? No fear of God, communication skills, and patience. I like that. There's some weapons of mass destruction, love, faith, and truth. There you go. So it's hard for me when people say, spirit, spirit, spirit. You're giving something else that's inside of you, something that's in the cosmos here. So it's hard for me to understand that, of the personal spirit. So the spirit of God, of source, it is through this magnetic field of consciousness. There is, because we create them. People have created them. What it is, people created them and people believe in them. And that's what you attract to. That's what follows you. Until you learn how to cut that, you just cut it. All right, they get attached to you because you believe you basically making them, you believing in them. That's what. Of course, we all creators here. You understand now? Anyway, I'm gonna take a quick break. I want to answer your question, and yeah, and then I'm out of here. You gotta understand that this is there's a lot of different spirits. What I'm talking about, oh, your personal spirit. Yeah, that's the one you created. All right, there you go. We create our own spirit. What spirit? Everybody has their own different. I go to divine source and I connect to a field, and then whatever I believe, and whoever's my ascended master teaching me things, or it could be something else that it's not of my highest good wants to get through, but I have strong boundaries. So when you get spirit, everybody got a different spirit. Everybody got different beliefs. We have to learn to trust our spidey. Exactly. We have to learn how to our because we basically broadcasting our spiritual antennas, and we connect to this field, and whatever's on that field, you might not even know because you're worrying about what some entity that you have created because of somebody else's belief. I'll be right back. I'll take a quick break. Is he here? Intuition is guided light. Yes, yes. Let that guide it. This is why stillness is important. But is this gonna fall? I hope not. This is why stillness is important. Is he here or he left? He wanted to look at his energy one more last time for a couple of months. Anyway, I'm doing a little bit of. Thank you so much for coming by, Michael. All right, Omega. We gotta use that guided light. Yeah. But if you haven't had that much experience, like a lot of young girls, they haven't really dated a lot, and so they don't know what your intuition telling you. And so that's a problem. Follow your intuition. What is my intuition telling? I haven't had that much experience, so you're not gonna know what to look for in a partner. You're gonna go by somebody else's idea, what works for other people. It might not be working for you. All right. And so, stillness is important. Good morning, Davis Carter. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So learning how to be still is really good. And of course, it's not always the thing that we do, but we need to do it. And the faster we do it, the more clear we become. You know. that we're not disappearing from the world. We begin to see things more clearly. And a lot of times when we get the high priestess and its connection to the moon cycles and understanding your patterns, your emotional patterns, so you don't get stuck in those patterns. And it's trusting in the inner clarity and exploring things, right? So we don't understand that, and then we get stuck. And instead of letting the messages arrive quietly, all right, and they'll sit beside you. That's what the high priestess is telling you. They'll start to slowly unfold into your life. But when you don't have that much experience, and if you already had that experience, and you already know, wow, do I want to? And then we have that library of information in our subconscious mind, and it'll flow back to you. But this is why, so we don't make the decision based on fear, impulse, or other people's expectations. And we do that, and then we be like, uh-oh, I made a mistake. So how do I know how to follow my intuition? What is it? What is it telling me? Do I connect to the moon? Do I connect to the sun? Do I do both? Do I understand the patterns? Just things like that. But if he's here, come on in. If he left, then I am going to get out of here. I'm going to give a quick collective. This is how I'm going to move forward here. And that's pretty much it, because it's still going to bring us back into the collective, because we all dealing with the same thing. How to be still in a world addicted to, which is the counterpoint to speed and constant reaction. That's it. This is where we at the end of the day. Because a lot of questions, a lot of answers, they don't rush to impress me. I'm like, how do I sit still quietly? How do I do that? When I want constant reaction, when I'm trained, we train. This is doing the reverse, all right? How do still, it happens, and you be really, really good at it, and not to react to everything. Everything doesn't require your immediate reaction. Oh my God. We get so carried away with drama because I like it. I ain't even gonna lie. I used to love gossip. Ooh, wee. Ooh, wee. And now, right? That's more for an awareness. I mean, I work once in a while. I might come in and talk about the lovers and what's going on. At the end of the day, now we're going to learn how to treat each other and understand it. Don't point the finger. You got to look at yourself first. I got to look at myself as man. And how do I have that moment of insight? How do I build more confidence, and let my nervous system calm down? All right? It might sound like, oh, I'm withdrawing from life. No, you're basically in life, but you're not moving at that speed that you was moving in. All right? Because who don't like a good drama? We do. I know I do, but it's not an everyday thing. Learn how to sit quiet at least 3 times a week. All right? They don't need all that effort. All right? Because then we'll become, what is it called? We become drained, overload. All right? Let life happen. It's not a you sitting in resignation. 7. So that came out again. All right? Move without interference. All right? We got to learn how to move without interference. All right? And stop. This energy reflects back on we are not self-sabotage here, but more that we betray ourselves. We could do a good job at betraying ourselves. That's one thing we do. All right? And the weapons, we form weapons for mass destruction, right? Or a lot of the things that we do when we limit our identity, again, to the 4, 6, 8 people, right? When we don't take our time to study, when we don't build those muscles here. So we have this energetic frequency, right? Boundary. Or however you well, that one represents a little bit of more of the dance of, what is it called? Ballet, a dance that we're supposed to do to get our energetic muscles. All right. So when a lot of the things that we do engage in goes into destructive first. All right. Please double tap the screen to show some love. Thank you. All right. And so when we avoid, because here we avoiding confrontation. We rather run from the things that make us feel uncomfortable. All right. Because we don't want to, we don't want to go into battle. All right, so we're here carrying a lot of emotions here, whether it's organizing, planning, taking care of the kids, meals, blah, 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 whatever. Right? So the emotions that we carry of all of the words that we want to say, sometimes we don't really say them. We rather leave people, let me let them, I want to, how to not to avoid the confrontation to keep the peace. Sometimes you're going to have to, right? At some point, we're going to have to confront people and then, not taking it back. Oh, you know what? I'm going to just forget about it. No, I'm trying to keep the peace. No, sometimes you're really going to have to learn how to confront people instead of talking behind people's back, or instead of what we call the sacrifice. I gotta sacrifice myself. I gotta get stuck in these patterns, because if things not going, because we're not always gonna be satisfied, we're gonna withdraw from life when life starts feeling this, right, fun, we withdraw here, right? When there's no gossip, we need that. We need strong levels or high levels of stimulations here. All right, but when we caught up with the everyday, you know, um, right, like gossip and spreading lies, a lot of people lose here because of this energy that we carry, because we need it. But what happened, that drains us, right? Mentally, we become a cyclical, right? To get unwrapped on this the weapon, because look, we build weapons, and what we do with the weapons that we kill, it goes into military, right? We get stuck in that cycle, and that's not good for us. Even though we applaud, yay, right? Woo! Everything's supposed to be stimulation reaction. All right, we need it. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's gossip. Let's talk nonsense. Blah 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 blah. All right. So we do that. We could do that real quick, and we know how to do that, and we know how to go ahead and talk about each other. Um, when understanding that when we stay still, it sharpens judgment. All right, we start learning how to speak more differently, and a lot of leaders, right here, because it's here. A lot of leaders, because this is a leadership, who listen more than they speak, they often command deeper respect here. If you're a writer or creator, all right, or your original ideas, learning how to be more disciplined here with your energy, right? So if you're in this constant urgency, of like, okay, I could be more productive if I speak more or listen less, those things like that. So we got to understand that even right now, like, we in the age shaped by notifications and endless opinion, but when we choose stillness, all right, instead of resisting urgency, what needs my attention more? All right. So anybody has a question? I don't want to keep going with this. All right. But anyway, this one, when we withdraw, a lot of us, we withdraw for life when it starts being fun. All right, and then we get trapped in the patterns, or, but this is a lot of the hangups that we have. Excuse me. All right. How to understand that things? Hey, Avatar. Okay, what's next to? Okay, what's next to home? What do you mean? What's next to home? All right. The sun card for me, it represents success, abundance, radiance. But we all want things to be so positive, which is great. Remaining positive no matter what happens. But when we want things to be so clear, crystal clear, right? Because the sun is all about exposing situations in your life. One of the things that the sun does is expose. It reveals things to you, but we don't really understand it, because we're constantly getting caught up with right, with other people's opinions, or right, and what's going on. It goes into our heart anyway. All right, but anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not gonna go into this any further, because it goes on and on and on. And understanding what's next to learn. What's next to learn for you? For you, please double tap. Thank you, Davis Carter. I'm. What do you need to know? Learn. All right. Baby, 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 baby. What you need to know? Yeah. Oh, you okay? All right. So when you see that element, when you get the 10, this is an overflow of element, all right? Because learning how to be flexible and learning how to do things judicially means with great balance, with other people in mind. So when we have limited identity, we double up and our intellect goes into superficial information, gossiping, spreading lies, rumors, or the rest goes into military equipment. And right, if your identity is small, everything you have as a human becomes a curse. So learn how to expand your consciousness, okay? And create boundaries so you don't get drained, you don't get caught up in the hype, all right? Competence, needing to rest, that becomes a curse. Intellect becomes a curse. Family, health becomes a curse. How you need to know how to channel yourself into evolution, all right? And then if you wear yourself out, you become poor in a different way. It's just that simple, all right? Let's see one more. What do you need to learn, aviator? One more. Thank you, thank you. I mean, I like to get this straight to the point when I talk about the overflow and learn how to clean your genetic memory. And I don't really talk about that because I don't think you're gonna understand me if I say, "Oh, you gotta find the element that you need cleansing and clean that element." All right. So there's a Queen of Wands here for you. The Hermit. Wow, what is all the ooh? Wow, look at all the energy you got. Wow, what is going on here? First of all, what is your are you struggling here with something? Are you struggling here with your identity? Because you got the Lovers and then you got this here. All right. What, you struggling with something here? All right. What are you struggling with here? I gotta learn how to read these without explaining them because normally I explain them. Oh, okay. Let me see here. Let me go to the energetic cards. All right. You're not struggling anymore, right? You're not struggling anymore? Are you a woman or a man? Because this is being positive, all right? And your expertise is going to be needed here. Remember the all the kings and queens that are positive influence, finding guidance, right? But the devil card is a card of being morally steady, being grounded, when it comes to your religious beliefs or let me see here because you got the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is the energy of putting things on hold. Oh, you're a man. All right. I don't know if you feel like organized, structure, and efficient in managing tasks. All right. One of the things about the devil card here is that he is that. His composure, his gravity is all about being moral steady and to complete a task. So being able to complete the task at hand here. All right. So he already knows the things that he has to do, even if it looks like selfish, setting boundaries here. All right. So this person came out here. Who is this person? Whether it's a lover in your life, all right, or somebody that you've been away for a year. All right. Or this is a 20-year. How old are you? Are you 20? 20, 21. Hold on a minute. You're not tech savvy. You're not tech savvy? So you're older. You're older? What is your most interesting thing today? Either trying to get something done, having limited time, limited space here. All right. Look, if you're doing the what is it called? The villa era, meaning that being unapologetically you. But it's like you're choosing side. Everybody goes through that. All right. I think that's what's draining you. All right. This energy. Oh, you're 30s. Oh, so you're older now. Okay. Because I'm like, wait, this is so 20 years ago. There's something that you started 20 years. Because I'm going to the number 20. 17. You were 17. Yeah, 17. There was something when you happened when you were 17. This is where it's taking me to 20 years. All right? There's something happened when you were 17. I don't know if it was with this. There was no support from friends, family here. All right? I have not care anymore. Sometimes, listen, a lot of times you might ask me something and I might get something that happened to you 20 years ago. But that's what we take when you were 17. All right? So, yeah, because this is, yeah. You always been like that? You had a bad relationship with mom? Or there was somebody here that was. But this person, so look, any pain that you experience, that's supposed to make you stronger. What they say, stronger. Those pains from your childhood, from your youth, all right. And understanding the challenges of life here. See, when we're younger, we gotta learn, and this is not teach to us that the whole world should be your family here, right? That's a system that has to be taught from childhood here. So when you identify, like, I don't know if you think you curse or something like that, all right? Or why I'm having all these challenges here, all these struggles. Is trials are part of life. Challenges is what makes you stronger as a human being, all right? Ah, what a virgin oil when I was a bandit. Oh, it was something. I was like, wait a minute. Because this is just going somewhere else. All right. What origin oil when I was a bandit? What origin oil? Oil? What do you mean origin oil? I want to see what he means by that. Meat and every in the neck, big plate of fish. Aviator, 37. Oh, no, I'm not going into. What's my. Oh, let me go into. I don't know what you mean by that. What happened to my cards? Oh, there they go. Anyway, anywho, I gotta get out of here. But anyway, everybody should be feeling a little bit down. I'm gonna go tomorrow. I won't be in this channel tomorrow. I am gonna put a link to understand a little bit about the druids, the cards, and understanding so oh my eyes itching. Let me give you a what's the tea. Now when you understand this card, I think once we get to this card and we understand the whole and we understand how to read the tarot deck a little bit more. That's just that it's just that simple. All right? One more. Travel. I'll try to see what's over there. All right, let me get out of here because this don't people get scared when they see the devil card, and that's just telling you. The only thing I'm gonna tell you, Origin is a mental hospital. Oh, play my games on me, and so told me that lie when they tried to put me in in medication. Oh, okay. Cause I'm like, so do you get in trouble a lot here? Because look, the only way I can explain the devil card to you is by idle hands. All right. When a person has idle hands and he doesn't keep themselves productive, that's caused by my mom. Ah, I'm like, what is she saying to me? All right. So your mom took the rap for it. What's caused by my mom taking the rap? Origin is a mental. Oh, see, I don't know. Origin is a mental hospital. It's a mental hospital. Play my games, mind games on me. So I told him I lied. Then they tried to put me on. Oh, that's why. I'm like, wait a minute. Mm. I'm like, wait a minute. What is this? Oh, somebody brought it up. Oh, okay. Well, listen. All right. Look at what this is telling you here. All right. So we're looking at your creativity. All right. So a lot of the creativity, and when you understand the planet Uranus, all right, he brings the planet influences your creativity, your innovations, and your creative, of course, but through the creative process. A lot of times, our creative process, we could say to ourselves, "Man, why is my creativity is so hard for me to access? What do you need to do here?" Because you want to be. There's something here that we all have skills, all right. But this is telling you to approach life with curiosity, courage, and openness to challenges rather than all right, the pursuit of comfort, because you have this and competence alone. That to dare to do it, dare to take those small steps here. All right, because that's what he represents. He's methodical. He's planner. He plans things. He organizes because he knows what's his creativity. One of the ways that the creator creates is through our imagination. To use your imagination, and if it's astronomy, there's something here that you want to do here when it comes to astronomy, okay, or astrology. There's something here that you must do or something that you haven't done yet, okay? So when you considering here, because you don't have nothing wrong with your mind, if you would have something wrong with your mind, you wouldn't have the moral steadiness, kind of composure, gravity, and all that energy, right? That the devil represents, all right? Because the devil, like they say in the Bible, it is the king of the world, all right? And here, this is where we learn to use that energy, all right? The only thing that I've been in trouble is for some dirt bike riding, all right? And so this is the when you look at when it means to progress, the liberation from outdated systems here, they are liars, okay? So listen, I'm gonna just tell you something. Anything that you've been going through here, it's supposed to lead you to transformation, creating, and you being free from it. All right, breaking free from rules here and restrictions. But you have this strong desire here, right? With this energy here, the whole energy that's here. All right, for independence. All right, for change, for unconventional energy here, because this is all unconventional. All right. So this is energy is calling you to manifest unexpected and the changes that come to wake you up from your comfort zones here. So anything that's happening for you right now, you're supposed to be stepping into your power. Reality told me not to steal everything. Good. All right. Stolen drinks out of the shed. The good. Wow. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna go because the energy is getting low for me, and I just be gonna be reading tomorrow and talking a little bit about. So if you guys want to join me there, I love you guys so much. And I see you guys all on the new. I'll come back when the new moon, or maybe a couple of days before. All right. So just rest up. Remember, if you're empty today, it's okay. All right. And good luck with everything, Aviator. Right. So surgery really taught me not to steal everything. Okay. All right. Take it easy and good luck with everything. God bless. Oh, it's already 9:11. Wow.